Today on Running to Him.
Those who have a relationship with Christ should live their lives with integrity. Today we will read Proverbs chapters 20 and 21, and we will concentrate on chapter 20, verses 10, 14, 17, and 23. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 10 says, "Differing weights and differing measures, both of them are abominable to the Lord." Verse 14, "Bad, says the liar, but when he goes his way, he then boasts." Verse 17, "Bread obtained by falsehood is sweet to a man, but afterwards his mouth will be filled with gravel." And finally, verse 23, "Differing weights are an abomination to the Lord, and a false scale is not good." Today we are looking at the sin of falsehood. Falsehood is a broad term that carries many attributes. Lying, stealing, and cheating are the main ones. If we look around, we will find our world is consumed by falsehood. Now, I had the displeasure of watching the U.S. House of Representatives Judicial Committee when they had a hearing yesterday. The Attorney General was testifying, and most of the questions from the Republicans dealt with the Joe and Hunter Biden investigations. Most of the questions from the Democrats were statements about how bad and mean the Republicans are. Both parties were satisfied because they focused on their hobby horse subjects. The Attorney General deflected most of the questions with, "I can't comment on an open investigation." He deflected several questions with, "I have not personally been involved." Now, typically, answering a question in that manner shows a desire to deceive. If you ask someone a yes or no question and you wanted to deflect or obscure the answer, you would not say yes or no, but you might say, "I was personally something." This answers the question with a non-answer, but no one can say that you lied. President Nixon famously suggested that his staff do something illegal, but at the end stated, "But that would be wrong." We are a society based on falsehood. Those who are pro-abortion say they are pro-choice. They use the term fetus instead of baby. Those who are pro-life had to change their terminology to pro-baby because many of them are for the death penalty, which by definition ends life. Liquor advertisements don't show a falling down drunk. Rather, they show good-looking men and women laughing and having a great time, leaving the viewer thinking, "I'll be good-looking and have a great time if I drink certain alcohol." Now, we as Christians need to have and live with integrity. No falsehood should be found in our lives. If we act falsely, then we are reflecting Christ falsely, and a witness of our actions might assume that as we are loose with our integrity, so is Christ. This is why many televangelists do more harm than good when they live their lives flying private jets, living in opulent houses, and making excuses why they get to do those things. John Cassian, who lived in 360 to 432 AD, writes, "We must strive not to have unfair weights in our hearts, nor double measures in the storehouse of our conscience. We must not overwhelm those to whom we are to preach the word of the Lord with precepts that are too strict and heavier than we ourselves can bear, while we take for granted that for ourselves those things which are strict are to be softened and relaxed. For when we do this, what is it but to weigh and measure the goods and fruits of the Lord's commands with a double standard, or weight and measure? For if we dispense them one way to ourselves and in another way to our brothers and sisters, we are rightly blamed by the Lord because we have unfair balances and double measures, in accordance with the saying of Solomon, which tells us a double weight is an abomination to the Lord, and a deceitful balance is not a good thing in his sight." Those who have a relationship with Christ should live their lives with integrity.
Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, You can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.